Hey guys, welcome to Make It Dairy Free. I'm Larisha.
I am Andrew.
I hesitated for a second there because I looked up at the microphone instead of at the camera, and you were like, okay, ready. And I was like, oh gosh.
Oh, like before you started talking?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
There was like a hesitation.
I mean, maybe I could cut it out.
They said leave it in.
Done.
Okay, welcome back to Make It Dairy Free. Today we are featuring Daring's frozen entrees. I don't know what I was doing with my hands, but there we go. These apparently came out in March. However, we have not found them. And Sprouts had these giant new labels on them when I went in there last week. So got them. There was a space for another one called Pasta Primavera. They did not have any at the time, so maybe that's the best one, or maybe they just weren't stocked yet. I don't know.
Yeah.
So there are 4 of them, but we only have 3 that we're gonna try today. We've done a Daring chicken taste test, and at the time it like blew us away that there was a vegan chicken product that could taste like that.
Yep.
So this is their first foray into expanding their brand outside of just chicken pieces or breaded chicken with these entrees. They are all gluten-free. They're actually allergen-wise overall is pretty allergen friendly. There is soy in all of them. And then that's the only ones in these 2. In the, I don't know, what is this one? Teriyaki. In the teriyaki, there's also sesame and corn inside of that one. Something that you always like to know is how much protein are inside these little bowls. Okay. So there's 16 grams inside of each one. Yeah. Which for a small bowl is pretty good.
Yeah.
I would say.
Yeah, why not?
What?
You. I mean, if you could pack more in there, pack more, but...
You're like, I'm adding more chickpeas or something in there just for
course.
me. I think they were all 16, right?
Oh, so the reason I care about protein is because I think that's the thing that helps you feel full, you know, when you're eating meals like this. You don't want to pack just like all grains into your diet or all carbs or something like that to help yourself feel full. So the protein typically I care about because it's the thing that's going to help you feel satiated over a good period of time. This way, when you're ready to eat again, it isn't, you know, within the next hour.
Yes. Thank you for explaining that, because you always say it much better than I do.
You're welcome.
Okay. As far as price goes, they are between $6.50 and $6.99, which is slightly higher than other brands that have similar sized frozen entrees. You can get quite a few of them at like Target or something for like $4 to $5 now. So slightly on the higher end, but if it's anything like their regular chicken that we've tried, it might be worth it. So these are microwavable. They don't give any other cooking instructions except for that. So we are going to go make them, and then we'll be back to try them.
If you have a sensitive diet in terms of sodium, I never recommend anything like this that's frozen because the whole day's worth
is in one package.
Is in a package. So just be mindful of that. So
it does actually. I'm assuming you were looking at this one. So what is this one? The spicy fajita?
I didn't look at the.
Oh, you were just saying.
I was just guesstimating because most frozen. I mean, I could be completely wrong.
Well, it's funny because this is the first one I took a look at, and it does say the bowl is 62% of the daily serving.
So it's a lot.
But the harvest one actually only says 20%.
That's not bad for something frozen, 20%.
And the teriyaki one says 32, so slightly higher, but
32 is usually right around like that average.
But this harvest one doesn't seem. It's not that bad if you need like a quick meal out and you're stuck and you need something.
And I think that's good to mention because obviously, again, if you're sensitive to sodium within your diet, then you know this one would be fairly okay for you.
Yeah, and they do actually. I mean, I mentioned the allergens, but like if you look at this one too, but if you look at the ingredients on here, I mean, it has a dairy in pieces, which are made out of like water and soy and oil. But like other than that, it's like literally you can read the ingredients. It's rice, sweet potatoes, kale, onions, oil, seasonings, and lemon juice. So like it's fairly simple ingredient list also, which is always nice.
Yeah, that's really cool.
Yeah. All right, we're gonna go cook them.
Cool.
All right, we are back. We have cooked all of them. They each take about 3.5 minutes to cook. They do not skimp on the chicken pieces. We'll show a clip a little bit closer, but there's like 6 or 7 pieces in each bowl, which is really nice.
Yeah.
You don't feel like you're being shortchanged for the higher cost, and there's like 2 pieces of chicken inside of it.
Pretty much. And honestly, that one particularly looks like all chicken.
Yeah.
And like little bits of the other ingredients.
Right.
So.
All right, well, let's try. We're gonna start with the harvest one, which is the healthier of the 2 options. Oh my gosh. Okay. I was trying to get everything.
Yeah, he was really struggling.
So this one has the vegan chicken, sweet potatoes, kale, and sweet potatoes and rice inside of it. You have everything?
Yep.
All right, go.
Were you shaking your head?
No, I've set this over here and then went like this.
Oh, okay.
Out of your corner. To me, there's not a lot of flavor there. Like, it's not bad, but it seems like it's missing something.
Okay.
You don't agree with me?
No, I don't. not even a little bit.
I can tell your face at this point in life. Like you're like, I'm gonna disagree with her.
I'm not. That's not actually what I'm saying. I'm in my head.
Okay.
While you're talking, I'm like, really? She doesn't taste anything? Huh? That's weird. I actually taste a lot. Like
okay.
that. I'm not like I'm gonna disagree with her. Like no, that's not my goal. Honestly, I taste a lot, but I don't know if like these bowls sometimes can feel unbalanced with flavor because there's like flavor clotted or you know, since it's been frozen, like some of the juices have like clotted around the bowl in a sense and have been frozen, and then when you thaw it out, you try to mix everything together, but other things just seem more saturated than others.
Yeah, I mean, I can taste flavor inside of there. To me, it just seems like there's something missing, and I don't know if that's an ingredient or...
Like, for example, like I pull away from here, and it seems like
there's nothing there.
Nothing going on, but when I pull away from here, I can see like
juices,
little oil and juices. So
maybe
like,
I need to try on your side.
So I'm just not necessarily sure if I would agree, because when I took a bite, I was like, whoa, this is actually really nice. So also why I thought you shook your head, because I was like, maybe she's shaking her head because she either doesn't taste it or she doesn't like it. I just wasn't sure.
Got it.
You know?
Yeah, to me, I mean, I tasted your side and I still feel like it's just like...
The same way?
It's there. Like,
huh. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
That's yours.
Okay, yeah.
All right, so the next one is the teriyaki plant-based bowl. This one is the vegan chicken along with white rice, a teriyaki sauce, and broccoli florets. So, and again, this one is much more, like you can tell, I'm actually gonna cut this in half. It's a lot more chicken than it is anything else.
Yeah.
I can't even get it to cut.
Well, cutting with the spoon is a little,
You got it?
is a little tough,
Thanks.
but I can help you out there.
All right. I'm gonna wait for you to get some.
Okay.
Before we try it.
I was trying to pick up that piece that you
Yeah,
had.
but it wasn't going on your spoon.
Yeah, pretty
Ready?
much. Mm-hmm.
Go. Why are you laughing at me?
Your body language.
So it tastes like teriyaki. And it's a nice balance of like rice to broccoli to the vegan chicken. Did I say it tastes like teriyaki?
Yes, that's the first thing you said.
In my head, I said it tastes like broccoli.
Got it. Okay, no.
So I was like, wait, did I say the right thing? Or
You
I
did,
actually
yeah.
not?
Okay. You did. You good.
But I'm still like, it's like it's muted flavors.
Okay.
No?
I think...
Is it because it was frozen?
I think I could agree that in some way the flavors aren't as powerful as you would taste in some other bowls that are frozen. And the reason I say that is from the very get-go we had talked about, get-go meaning like the beginning of, you know, this video, we talked about the sodium content.
Right.
And we saw that the sodium content was very low here, fairly low here, but kind of average.
Right.
And if I had to guess, when you get there,
I'm gonna be like, this is what I've been looking for.
yes, that's what I'm gonna go ahead and guess is probably, because again, I like my mediums very low in sodium.
Yeah.
Because of my sensitivity and family history.
Yeah.
So I'm good here. Like these actually pack a lot of flavor for me. I don't need anything extra.
Right.
And I can imagine when I get here, this is still going to be very, very good.
Yeah.
In terms of, you know, flavor, but just a lot more punchy.
Yeah. All right. Well, let's try it.
Okay.
There's a little piece of.
Is there anything you wanted to give in terms of a review of what you did taste?
I like it overall. It just feels muted to me.
Got it.
But I would eat the whole bowl, and I would I like this one over the harvest one for me.
Got it. Okay. I think I'm even on both. I would eat either or.
Yeah.
The harvest one would be my go-to though, due to, you know, just a better, healthier option.
Okay.
In terms of sodium, that is.
Yeah. Ready?
Yeah.
Okay. It's spicy.
You okay? Mm-hmm. You sure?
Mm-mm.
Okay. Oh, are we leaving this in too? You...
Yeah, we can leave it in.
Okay. What do you think?
Okay, the spice hits you like immediately, right? If you guys haven't watched this very long, I'm very spice sensitive compared to this guy could eat like jalapenos and be like, okay. Maybe not that.
I don't know. Maybe I'm just fooling around.
But this is like the spice stays in your mouth, but like it's not like, oh my god, this is unbearable. I thought it was gonna keep getting spicier as I chewed, and it didn't. Does that make sense?
Yes, it does make complete sense.
Okay, cool. Yes, this one is my favorite one.
Yeah.
Sorry, like. I feel like everything that's supposed to be in this one is in this one. And I know you're right. Like the salt helps all of that because it brings the flavors out, which is what salt is supposed to do.
Exactly.
But yeah, it feels like nothing is missing out of this one. So if I had to pick, and we're not strictly speaking about health-wise, I would go with the spicy fajita one based on flavor.
Yeah, and don't let me associate the salt with the health thing.
Yes.
You know, completely. Like I don't necessarily think it's the worst thing that the salt is high.
Yeah.
Like if your body and your background is fine with that, then so be it. You know what I mean? That means that's not unhealthy for you.
Yeah.
For the general population, probably not a good idea, but for someone who can take it, you know, in a sense, then that's okay.
Yeah. I do again think that in terms of what I set aside, I think in terms of frozen meal options that are vegan that are on the market, I still say that these seem superior to some of the other ones that we have tried. It has a lot of meat to filling ratio, whereas I feel like we've tried other ones and you have like 2 pieces of vegan meat in it and it's like, well, what did I pay for? Because rice costs like 30 cents.
Yeah.
And I was a little nervous. I understand that like their products are all frozen, I was a little nervous about would the texture of the Daring chicken still be really good in a frozen option that gets microwaved in 3.5 minutes. I say yes.
Yeah, no, I could agree there.
It's still meaty and flavorful and has a nice texture and all of that.
Yeah.
I want to say I would buy them again. The price point for me personally is a little high. But if we're somewhere and these are one of the only options compared to something else I've tried that I didn't really care for, like we're traveling or whatever, then I would buy them again for sure. I think if you are used to having frozen options, like whether it's for work or traveling or whatever, I think these are a great option.
Yeah. I think it would be very weird for a company that is like known for its chicken to make a bowl with chicken in it and very much skimp on the chicken.
Yes.
So I'm very happy they didn't, because it would be a really big call out for them. Like, you're a chicken company, bro.
Yeah.
Like,
where's the rest of the ingredients?
This should definitely be in here. But yeah, I agree. It's very available. It's almost to the point that I feel bad that there's no other, like there's not more of the other ingredients in there.
Oh, like you wish. So for the Harvest Bowl, for example, there was like 5 sweet potato cubes inside the bowl.
Yes.
And you're like, well, where's the rest of it?
Yes, and it's not even that for me. Like for the rice, for example, it's almost like, you know, when you go to like a drive-through and you have that question, do you want fries with that? It's almost like you have like you're getting the chicken. Yeah. And yeah, I want rice with that. Like, can I have rice with it? Because I'm not getting it like in here. I'm really just getting a ton of chicken and very little any other ingredients in there.
Almost seems like it's off balance in the opposite direction of what frozen entrees usually are.
Yes.
So we need an option that combines everything that we want inside of it.
If I had to though, if I'm going like one way or the other, like you can't have it the perfect way, right?
Right.
One way or the other, I would much rather this way.
Absolutely.
And I think everybody else would too.
Yeah.
Would much rather more of whatever the protein is, whether it's like beans in that bowl or chickpeas in that bowl or whatever. Right. You'd probably much rather more of that than the rice, but you know.
Yeah.
I can't say I'm not missing it here.
Right.
Yeah.
So Daring has came out with multiple chicken options, flavors, and now they're coming out with entrees. Do you have something else that you would like to see them come out with that maybe you feel like is underrepresented on the market or anything like that?
I don't know about underrepresented on the market, but I find that most, and this is just a statistic based off of me. This isn't like
off of me.
You know what I mean? So I find that it seems most of folks who are buying this kind of product, whether it's like pre-made meats and plant meats, pre-made plant meats and things of that nature, they're usually more in the beginning stages of starting a journey into vegan or vegetarian or something in that nature. So I'm saying all that to say, like, if I thought something else would be very helpful for those folks, is considering the giant packages that you can get that would have something like this all in one, and you could just throw it inside of a skillet, but then it feeds like the family rather than this individual kind of thing. You know what I'm talking about?
I think Gardein came out. I think Gardeins the only ones we've seen where it's like a skillet meal.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I like obviously might need to feed 2, right? Yeah. But other folks need to feed 4.
Right.
So like it would be nice to, or 5 or 6 or what have you. My point is it'd be nice to feed a family based off of this, and I would like to see them come out with something like that, because it seems like, for the most part, they
nailed this, yeah.
They have this figured out. The next step would probably be something like that.
I am a little sad that the pasta one wasn't there, because all of these are rice-based.
Okay.
I would have liked to see what they did with the pasta. Unfortunately, if we do find it, we'll add it to the post, just what our thoughts are. But I would have just liked to see that, because that would be a good option for increasing the size and making like a family size meal.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
All right. If you guys have tried these, since they've been out for a while and we couldn't find them, but if you did, let us know in the comments what you think of these, or Sometimes the companies do read the comments, so if you think of something else besides like a family style meal that you would like to see, feel free to leave that in the comments below, or another taste test idea that you have for us. Did you have anything else?
No, not really.
No.
If they do pasta daring, maybe go with like try to figure out an Alfredo. I find like that's a good like family meal. Just FYI.
Just FYI.
Yeah.
Just in case.
Yeah.
Okay. There will be a post linked in the description box that has the ingredients, nutritional facts with images and all of that stuff, and where you can find this, so a store locator. So check that out if you have any other questions. I think that's it, right?
Yeah, I was just wondering, was there anything we are missing or that folks ask about in terms of these taste tests that we didn't provide? I know we kind of just said whether the flavor was there or not there, or if it was good or bad. I just wasn't sure.
Yeah, people always ask for flavor, texture, price, allergens, nutritional labels, which we can't go over the whole nutritional label.
Yeah.
We tried that and it ended up 3 hours. But
very long video.
But that's why we include the photos now inside of the post. So that's all they ask for, unless you have someone that's like trolling us and like, you talk too long. So, but other than that, no.
Cool.
I think we covered everything.
Sounds good.
But if you guys want something else that we're not covering, also let us know in the comments.
Yeah, something
Just leave
obvious.
a comment for everything.
Something obvious for taste tests, right? Like, what else would you want us to go over?
Yeah.
Or provide?
Yeah. Well, some people did start, they're like, I can't see, like when we would go like this, they're like, I can't really see it. So we also started like trying to do the close-ups.
Yep.
Sometimes we forget, but we are trying to include that more.
Progression though, that's what it's all about.
Yes, absolutely. All right, guys, we hope you have a fantastic week, and we will see you in the next video.
Believing good. Peace.